Hey everyone, I'm here today taking a look at the Jurassic World Hammond collection Brachiosaurus from Mattel. And here's the packaging, and this is some of the nicest packaging we've had for a Hammond collection dinosaur. Really nice diorama on it where they've set up the toy and a little figure of Hammond there with some like fake trees and things in the background. And this reminds me of the vintage toy packaging from the Kenner line, so I'm quite fond of this and I wish they'd do this for more of the Jurassic World toys. Up in the corner here it says the dimensions of the dinosaur, so if it's got its neck upright it's 69 centimetres high, which is 27 inches, and if you bend the neck down it's 109 centimetres long, 43 inches. Then going across here you've got the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary logo there. Picture of the dinosaur up on its back legs, so you can kind of recreate that scene from the movie. And you see it's a really nice picture, I do like this. Because it was packaging like this on the vintage toys that kind of influenced me and inspired me to go outside to do these reviews in more of a realistic setting. There you've got John Hammond down there. So you can see the figures down there around the feet. Those diorama pieces with the trees and that, and the 30th anniversary logo again. And then there's a picture of the toy on the side of the box there. It's really nice looking with him eating some of the tree there. The Jurassic Park logo again. Then on the top of the packaging you've got a still from the movie of the Brachiosaurus up on its hind legs there. And then just a little synopsis of the scene. And then on the bottom there it just shows you how to assemble it, because you have to put all the pieces together. So the legs, the tail and the neck all have to be clipped onto the body. I'll go over the articulation. You've got the base of the neck here that goes up and down like the Legacy Collection one. Though it does look very strange that the whole neck slides down the body. Also that's kind of a weird look that it gives the dinosaur, very unnatural. But you can get that to go all the way up and down. Front legs go back and forward. They don't go outwards, but there is articulation at kind of the knee / elbow joint there that will go up and down and swivel to the sides. There's ankle articulation, which you can bend kind of forward and backwards like that, so you can have decent poses with it, sort of walking or running. And they'll swivel out to the side as well, like the ankles do. They sort of swivel round. And it's the same for the back. Back legs go forward and backward. They don't come outwards, don't pivot out to the side. But then there's the knee articulation that swivels and bends, and the ankle articulation that does the same. So the ankles will pivot around as well, going forward and backwards. And then the tail has an up and down motion as well as swiveling to the side. Then it's also articulated in the middle there. And at the end of the tail there's a little swivel too, but it kind of breaks up the sculpt. It only really looks good when it's one way. The main points of articulation are at the base and halfway down, where it will swivel round and bend around, bend up and down. And if we go up the neck, it's actually bendy, like this is all soft rubber, kind of like the real feel dinosaurs. You can see it's a soft rubbery plastic over the top of various joints that go all the way up there. There seem to be three main ones that I can feel, because you can kind of feel where the joints are, where the articulation points are going down the neck. There seem to be about three of them. And then when you get to the bottom of the neck, this bit is hard plastic and then it's sort of rubber from there. You can just about see the line where it goes from rubber all the way up. And then there is hard plastic again. And you can see more where it connects there. The top part doesn't quite blend as well, but then that's hard plastic. And then you have the articulation in the neck there, which we've seen in other of these larger sauropods, but we didn't have on the original Brachiosaurus, so it's kind of nice to have that on this one. We can turn the head from side to side and up and down. And then the mouth opens as well. So you can see the neck kind of bends. Thing is, I don't like bending things where I can't really see where the articulation points are, because I'm always worried I'm going to break it. So I don't really like applying too much force to where you bend the neck. So I don't really use this articulation point very much. I'm just going to do it here to kind of demonstrate how it works. It feels a bit dodgy to me. You can see how it kind of bends around like that. And you can get it to hold various poses if you want to. You can twist it round a bit too, so it's looking behind it. But it kind of makes all the rubber bend weird as well. So I just don't like using that articulation. It always worries me. The neck also pivots there from side to side, so you can kind of bend it round like that. But much like it going up and down at the shoulders there, it kind of looks weird with the whole bottom of the neck just kind of spinning around like that and breaking up the sculpt. But you can, if you want to, swivel that round like that from side to side, like the original one did as well. I like the face sculpt on this. I think it's designed to look more like the animatronic puppet than that first Brachiosaurus we got. I think it's based more on the CGI design. So you can see they're quite different looking. The new one definitely looks a bit more puppet-like. But that is accurate to what we saw on screen with the close-ups when Alan and the kids were in the tree. Just to compare the two of them, this new one's got a longer nose. They're actually quite a significantly different look. This new one has a bigger mouth too. And the mouth's designed differently. The new one has kind of thicker gums in front of the teeth, whereas on that first release the teeth are very prominent. The new one has those clear plastic or glass eyes that we've seen in some of the more recent Hammond collection dinosaurs, which looks good as well rather than painted on. Saw that with the Carnotaurus and the T-Rex, and Velociraptor Blue has got them as well. So I think all the Hammond collection dinosaurs are going to have those now, which is nice. Look at that gorgeous detailing. All the wrinkles in the skin. The skin almost looks kind of sagging on this one. It makes it look like an older Brachiosaurus compared to the Hammond collection one, which I'll compare with in a minute. The tail is longer on this one as well. But it's definitely worth getting this, even if you've got the Legacy Collection one, because they do look very different. Man, it's great sculpting work. So it's all painted underneath, going up the neck. Nice paint job on it. Here with them side by side, you can really see the difference in the sculpt. So this one's a lot smoother. It's still got a lot of detailing on this Legacy Collection one, lots of wrinkles and things. But like I say, the skin looks kind of saggier on the new one, like it's looser on the body, so it makes it look like an older Brachiosaurus. The original one we got is a lot darker as well, kind of a darker grey than the lighter grey of the new one. So they do look nice together because they don't look identical. I don't like buying two dinosaurs that are going to look the same. It's nice that they're recognisably the same species. They're still a similar colour and design, but they do stand out from each other on the shelf, so it's worth getting both of them. It's nice paintwork going up the neck. Lots of shading and speckling. I just love that sculpt work. Amazing how different it looks compared to this original one we got. See that side as well. The spine kind of sticks out more on this new one. You see more of a ridge along the back than the original. tail's slightly longer. It's not that much longer though. It kind of looks like it's longer than it is. Now I'm comparing them. The tail on that original isn't really that much shorter, but for some reason the new one looks longer. See, the toes are painted on the new one, whereas on the original they weren't, which does look a lot nicer. Does make the difference. And there's the baby Brachiosaurus, just to give you a sense of the size and scale. I didn't think we'd ever get a Brachiosaurus in the line. I remember back when the first one came out as part of the Legacy collection, I was surprised. I didn't think that Mattel would think it was affordable enough to make and that enough people would be interested in a sauropod. But I mean, now we've got three actually Brachiosauruses, because there was another one released for Dominion, but it was just a repaint of the original really, but with an extra app code thing in the back. So I didn't bother getting it, even though it's pretty cheap in the UK. I could get it for like £35 now. But I'm just running out of space to store all these sauropods, because I've got 3 more at home. So that's 5 of them. If I bought another Brachiosaurus, it's just taking up so much space. Even though it'd be kind of cool to have 3 big Brachiosauruses, so I could have a herd of them walking along together, as well as the 2 babies that I've got, the green one and the one I bought out here. I just can't store them all. I'm running out of space for these giant dinosaurs. But these 3 look good together, because you can have it as a family, basically. You know, you've got a mother, a father, and the little baby one, and they're all kind of this similar colour, so they match quite well and look nice together. They do look awesome together. And as it showed on the box, you can get this guy to stand up on his hind legs to recreate that scene in the movie where he's reaching up to get the leaves off the top of the tree. So thanks for joining me for this look at the Hammond collection Brachiosaurus. Massive, awesome looking dinosaur. Also got the Mamenchisaurus the other day, so I'll be reviewing that next. That's another massive one. And I want to compare that with all the other sauropods we've had, so I'm going to have to somehow carry 4 or 5 giant sauropods out here. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but that'll be fun. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.